Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2023 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last half of November, and this reading is for the water sign of Cancers. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. For those of you that will be celebrating Thanksgiving later this month, happy holidays to you. I hope you have a lovely one. Thanks for taking the time to be here to watch these videos, liking, sharing, subscribing, especially that like button. Please hit that. Those of you who comment, who reach out for personal readings, those of you who refer and recommend me to others, my gratitude and appreciation always. Thank you. Many, many blessings back to you. So Cancer, if your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign is in Cancer, if you're cross-watching for a Cancerian, this video is for you. It is a general reading, so as we always say, it may resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know any or all of your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watch those videos as well for additional insight. If something really does hit home with you, if it really resonates with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or if you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking on the description link or the title or the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with all the pertinent information. I offer a pretty wide variety of reading choices in all areas of life, of all different types and lengths and styles and budgets. There's something in there for everyone, and I do readings full time, so I'm pretty diligent about the timing of personal readings being in a pretty timely fashion as well. I mean, the scheduling of personal readings being timely. I try and work you in as quickly as possible if that's important to you. And personal readings do make great gifts. You can purchase them any time of the year for gifts, but particularly towards the end of the year as we're headed into the holiday season, they are lovely and easy gifts to give, so something to keep in mind. Also, the 12 and 6-month overviews are pretty popular around the end of the year as well, as we're looking forward towards a new year. Okay, enough of that. Cancer, let's see what the last half of November looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We begin with the 7 of Coins, a little reflection, a little contemplation, kind of taking inventory, taking stock. This is looking at the time, effort, resources you've put into something and asking yourself, am I fine with where things are? Does what I have to show for my efforts warrant continuing? Should I make changes? Should I take what I can and move on? With that, we have the Page of Swords, messages, messengers, information. This combination of cards, the 7 of Coins or Pentacles and the Page of Swords, it's a pretty reflective energy. It's like kind of looking at stuff, taking lessons, because the Page of Swords, we call him the spy of the tarot too. And for some of you, it might be, learning new information and kind of using information to help you make decisions or choices in a particular situation. It's more of a reflective energy here. Next, we have another page, the Page of Coins. Again, pages usually represent messages, messengers, being at the beginning of a path of knowledge, kind of beginning to come, at the beginning of coming to an understanding of what kind of investment it's going to take to walk down a certain path or continue a certain path. Pages are the student, the apprentices of the tarot. Their job is to learn, to gather information. Again, it could be a message, messages, but it's all about information. With that Page of Wands, we have the 9 of Wands. Sorry, Page of Coins, we have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, we often nickname the Wounded Warrior card because it represents somebody who's already been through quite a bit, and they're tired. They're feeling discouraged, maybe they're feeling defeated, maybe feeling like it's time to give up. Should I continue? How do I continue? 10s represent cycle completion, so this is somebody who's nearing the end of a very difficult cycle or challenging cycle, or just something that's just grown to be too much, too wearisome, too burdensome. The whole energy of this so far is looking at a situation, whatever that is. It's a general reading, so what that situation is going to vary. But it's looking at a situation going, I feel really tired. I feel really depleted. You know, looking at the amount of effort you've put into something, what you have to show for it, you know, kind of learning. You know, what am I going to do about this moving forward? Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration, God, spirit, angels, and guides. Usually represents change or some kind of opportunity coming in that could be fortuitous, because it's good luck, good fortune as well. Timing. With that, we have the Magician, the manifester of the tarot. The Magician showing up is a sign that you have everything that you need, or the ability to gain what you need in order to manifest something in reality. The Magician is the manifester of the tarot. He's the entrepreneur of the tarot. He's the one who can make his dreams and ideas manifest into physical reality. He knows it's not enough just to think about it, just to wish it. I mean, those are all essential energies, but he also needs to take skill, knowledge, wisdom, experience, pair that with the physical work to actually make things happen. So there's an opportunity to manifest something here. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus or theme of the last half of November, Cancer, is the Devil. It could be an obsessive energy about making something happen for yourself, but often, usually, the Devil represents toxic or unhealthy negative cycles, or a cycle that has become unhealthy and negative, even toxic. Because the Devil is a card of obsessive energy, which is why it's often the card that shows up for addictions. You know, classic drug and alcohol addictions, mental health issues, unhealthy relationships, power control issues. Obsessive energy is not bad. The Devil card is not bad necessarily if it shows up as like you're working on building a business, or you're working on, you know, completing a degree or something where you have to focus the majority of your time and energy into something. But it's only healthy in the short term, right? It should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Beyond that, this level of energy or focus becomes unhealthy. But there's always a tempting aspect to it, you know, meaning that in our head we're like, yeah, but if I just, and so you just keep pouring energy into it, and that's when it becomes unhealthy. So that's kind of the theme for the last half of November, Cancer. Let's clarify that Devil card energy. We have the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or somebody who shows up as the King of Fire, charismatic, energetic, a go-getter, a delegator, a good leader, good problem solver, someone fairly passionate. The Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Again, Seven of Pentacles, pentacles and coins are the same thing. So we have that. Look at what I'm putting into a situation. With the Six of Pentacles, now Six of Pentacles is about gift giving and gift receiving, or paying attention to the balance of giving and receiving. It's sometimes called the breadcrumb card because it represents somebody who has a lot to give, but they're only giving a little. They're very careful, economical. And also, and it pairs perfectly with the Seven of Pentacles. Also, this is a card that examines how careful are you, how aware are you of what you're giving versus what you're getting back in return. Are you giving too much and not getting enough back in return? Because it feels like you're at a point of depletion, and considering whether or not this is worth it anymore, right? Looking at what you've invested in something and looking at where your resources are going, what you're getting back for it, and asking yourself, is this worth it? And it has something to do with this King of Wands individual. This is not you, this is someone else. It feels like a situation, some kind of relationship, partnership, some kind of situation that involves this person where one person, probably you, but for some of you it could be the other way around, where one person is giving a lot, they're investing a lot, and they're not getting very much back. What they're getting back is not enough. It's kind of like a starvation diet kind of thing, right? It's just enough to keep you from falling over. It's just enough to keep you from leaving. Maybe when you're on the verge of leaving, they, you know, throw you something that seems really cool or generous at the time, but there's no real day-to-day changes. So Let's take a look at that Seven of Coins and Page of Swords. With that Seven of Coins, we have the Nine of Wands again, which shows how kind of discouraged and defeated and you're considering maybe giving up. The Four of Cups, an offer being made, not sure if you want to take it or not. And that may be the case. There may be something being offered to you from this individual, from this situation, and you're like, yeah, but I've seen this before. It's nice, but it's kind of like the equivalent of giving a starving child, you know, a bag of candy and a toy. Well, in the moment, they're kind of overwhelmed and it's really cool, and they stuff themselves with the candy and play with a toy. But it doesn't really promote change in the long run, right? Afterwards, they're still right back where they started, and that's kind of what the energy of this is. And it feels like you're having kind of a conversation about this with this person, or you're getting ready to. With that Page of Swords, we have the Emperor and the King of Cups. Sorry, the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. But this is all with that, you know, this isn't enough kind of energy. And the Emperor kind of goes along with that Six of Pentacles and the King of Wands. King of Wands is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Aries is also attached to the sign of the Emperor. So it might be an Aries person for some of you, or they might have Aries heavily aspected in their chart. The Emperor is at the top of the heap. The Emperor and the Empress ruled the tarot. All the kings and queens answer to them. Or, you know, you could say all the kings make up the characteristics of the Emperor. This is somebody who's able to make big decisions, big changes, can, you know, has a lot to give, a lot to offer. But what they're offering, I mean, the Knight of Cups is technically a love, support, care, encouragement driven offer. But where the Knights can be challenging is in their long-term stability and security. They're not known for staying. Knights have a mission and a quest, and they usually charge off on that mission and quest. They're all about accomplishing it and then moving on to the next thing, right? It's in the sustainable energy that they often fall down. I mean, the Knight of Cups is the Knight of Water, or the Knight of Emotion, you know. In the heat of the moment, they believe everything they're saying, but they have a difficulty in the follow-through, in the day-to-day aspects of things. And that's what I feel is kind of going on here. It feels like there is a situation, a relationship or partnership of some kind where you're feeling depleted because you're investing on a regular day-to-day basis in the life of this relationship or partnership or situation. And it feels like this other person is only just, you know, kind of giving a little bit here and there, just enough at the right times to keep you there, whether it's romantic or otherwise. I mean, it could be a boss or a coworker or something like that, you know, a business partner. Let's take a look at this Page of Coins, Nine of Wands. And the other thing too is that with this Devil card energy, there's temptation in the Devil. That's how the Devil card, the energy of whatever the Devil card represents for you, that's how this energy entraps and enslaves, because there's a tempting element to it. Actually, the artwork in here, in this deck, illustrates it perfectly. You can see this couple, they're like in this cage, this golden cage, right? But the door to the cage is open. They could free themselves, but they don't want to. Why? This represents the justifications, excuses we give ourselves for staying in a situation that's not unhealthy. Because I love them, because I have been in this, you know, situation for this long. If I leave, it means all of that was for nothing. No, it doesn't. It never means that. It's at least valuable lessons, if nothing else. I can't leave this toxic job because it pays well, or I won't be able to get another job, or, you know, I mean, fill in the blank. All the things we tell ourselves, right? Okay. Page of Coins, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Wands. The Three of Swords is heartache, heartbreak, sometimes separation and breakup. You know, it's emotional pain, it's disappointment. And the Five of Wands is conflict, internal conflict, external conflict, having the same argument, you know, over and over and over again about the same things, but no change occurring. And with the Nine of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords, fear of an unknown future. you know, obsessive worrying, stress about an unknown future. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? You know, the weight of the world on your shoulders. Queen of Cups, that's you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of you in this situation, relationship, feels like you're investing a lot and the other side isn't. I mean, you're not getting much to show for your efforts. It feels like you have to manage a lot of things by yourself, or you have a lot of responsibility. It feels like the person, the situation you're supposed to be in partnership with isn't much of a partner, that it's still you kind of having to do so much on your own. Let's take a look at this Wheel of Fortune and Magician. Ace of Cups, that's emotional renewal. Could be emotional renewal in an already existing situation, or it could be, you know, new love and romance as well. We have the Star, which is renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. It's a card of rebuilding, faith, wish fulfillment based on faith, trusting the path that you're on. Six of Swords and the Six of Wands, healing, putting the worst behind you and moving to a better place, and success and victory. Well, it looks like Spirit will be providing some kind of perhaps unexpected opportunity to have some kind of emotional renewal and healing on the beginning of a path of your heart opening up again. Whether or not that's emotional renewal in this situation, because this feels pretty stuck, or whether it's because a new opportunity comes in, that's, I mean, it's going to resonate for how it resonates for you. You'll know it. But what's going to happen is an opportunity will show up to walk down a different path, to walk down a path of healing. It's not going to be going around the same thing again like this situation. So whatever that new opportunity is to move forward and heal, whether it's in this relationship or because of something else new, it will be new. It will show up as something new, and it's from Spirit. Clarifying the Magician, which means the new opportunity is the Spirit-supported path. The Knight of Swords. So this is about being very decisive. Very decisive and action-oriented. So when this opportunity presents itself, Spirit here is saying you have everything that you need to manifest on this path. Be very decisive and intentional and action-oriented about it. The Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. It will also be a relationship crossroads where an important, significant decision will need to be made about a relationship or about some other area of life that's going to affect the relationship moving forward. It might be a third-party situation. It might be meeting somebody new. You know, it's new beginnings. We have three of the aces here. The Ace of Cups, emotion, the Ace of Pentacles, which is practical, and the Ace of Wands, which is passion and excitement. So whatever this new opportunity is, it is the Spirit-supported one, whether you choose to take it or not. Free will, free agency, as we always say, right? Okay, let's end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Cancer, last half of November. Death. This is endings and complete and huge transformations, because birth follows death, which for this older situation or already existing situation means it needs to either end completely. You need to remove yourself from this. The only way that you could stay in this with the Death card for advice is if it completely and utterly transforms, which for some of you might be whatever this new opportunity is. For others of you, it's a new opportunity that represents needing to leave this other situation and relationship. The Fool, a brand new life cycle, a brand new start. The Fool has the 0 on their card because this is where a whole new, it's the first major arcana card of the tarot. This is where a whole new chapter of life begins. It's stepping off the beaten path into the unknown with no idea of where it's going to go. Again, it's an opportunity being brought to you by Spirit. Temperance, for the purposes of healing and balance. Most of the time, this means a brand new situation, because unhealthy or toxic situations that have cycles or situations that have been in place for some time most of the time don't have some complete and utter transformation overnight like Ebenezer Scrooge and the Christmas Carol. It's possible, and it does happen sometimes, but less than it doesn't, right? So for many of you, it's going to be leaving this old situation for some unexpected new path that's placed in front of you, if you choose to take it or not. So I'm going to leave it there. Cancer, those are your messages for the last half of November 2023. I hope you found them helpful and useful, gave you some food for thought, or validated what's already going on for you. Again, if it did hit home for you, if it did resonate with you, and you'd like to take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the title or description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the December general readings. Until then, stay safe and well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.